Welcome to another episode of Words of Wisdom. I'm your host, Minerva Maharajh. Happy New Year. Welcome to 2021. I'm sure, like most of us, we were ready for 2020 to be over, but I do recognize 2020 as the year of the Great Awakening. But we are ready for new year, a new cycle. So today on Words of Wisdom, I want to offer you a live coaching session, one-on-one, you and me right here, right now. I want to help you create your blueprint for 2021 to get clear on what it is you want and what you need to do to get there, and even deepen that so that you are excited and have something that is anchored that you can turn to in June, July, August, any time that you need to get refocused. So, all I need you to do right now is grab a pen and paper, tea, water, or wine, whatever is your preference. And let's just sit right now, and I'm going to offer you some powerful questions to get you really clear and aligned for 2021. There is a lot of pressure during this time to set your goals and have it figured out by January 1st. But I don't know about you, but for me, I took the last 2 weeks of December off, and I thought during that time, I'm going to record a podcast, I'm going to write some content, I'm going to reflect on the year. And even though I did a little journaling here and there, energetically, it just felt like it was just time to really get to just sink in and slow down and just really just it was a nurturing time for me, and I really enjoyed it. Like, I was in my pajamas till 5 p.m. most days, and I was just rejuvenated and excited to start for the new year. So anyways, my point there is I didn't have all my goals set by January 1st. So I took the first week to really just sink into it and reflect. So wherever you are, maybe you're listening to this later on, you're joining us for the first time, maybe in February, you can come back to this at any time, even if you feel like your goals may change. And that's the main thing I want you to keep in mind when we go through this, is that your goals may change, and the reason being is because you will change this year. Who you are January 1st and who you will be December 31st will be a completely different person. And that's a great thing. You don't want to be the same person. So allow yourself permission to move at your rate, to create at your speed, and to honor your process. So, I'm going to offer you 3 steps here with some powerful questions. So, you can write them down and come back to them, or you can pause or come back and listen to this again. It's really important that you do take the time to reflect on your answers. So, journaling it or meditating on it. But I will offer you these powerful questions, and by the end of it, you will have a clear vision. You will have the steps, the blueprint of what it takes to make this happen, and really supercharge your vision so that by December 31st of 2021, you've exceeded that and greater. So let's get to it. So grab your pen and paper. So, question number 1 that I have for you is, where do you want to be by the end of 2021? What do you want to have accomplished? So where do you want to be at the end of 2021? If it was December 31st and you were looking back, what would be satisfying to your soul? Now, this is very important that you choose from a space of soul versus choosing from a place of your mind, of logic, of ego. Because what ego wants and what soul wants is 2 different things. So drop into your heart, drop into your soul space. I'll be doing a meditation on this in the coming weeks. Drop into that light space, that expansive, joyful space of what would bring joy to you. What would be satisfying? What would feel aligned for you? And maybe some things come to mind, just jot it down. I mean, this is not written in stone. Jot down some things of what you would like to have accomplished by the end of 2021. So I'll give you a minute to do that. You may want to think about in health, in relationships, in your business, in money, or maybe just one area, and that's totally fine. Now, I want to say something about goal setting. I had a client say to me, sometimes I feel a little, what's the word she used? I feel superficial with setting goals on money, like setting a marker, like hitting 10K a month or 20K. And well, the number one thing I like to remind my clients is that it's not about achieving the goal. It's about your goals are an opportunity for expansion. So it's not about the 20K a month or 10K or 30K, whatever the financial goal, whatever that monetary thing or material thing you want to achieve. It's really not about that end of the day. That is just the catalyst or the framework or the material part of it. That is just like a visual, I should say. I'm trying to look for the right word. The visual, the physical manifestation of it, but it's not actually really about the end goal that you really want to achieve. It's about the journey, it's about the energy, it's about who you really want to be and you stepping into the fullest version of yourself. And that's really what I believe goals are about. It's not about the end result, it's about how you think you're going to feel. And I want to go a little deeper into that. So choose your goals from a place of soul and not a place of ego. I'm going to continue. You can always pause and come back whenever you are ready. Question number 2. What needs to happen to get there? So what are the action steps you need to take to achieve X amount of dollars, to start dating again, to start getting clients for your business, whatever your end goal is for the end of 2021, what action steps do you need to take? So you can write down all like the little steps, or you can even work backwards. What are all the steps involved to achieve that end goal? I'm going to offer some other questions under here as well, because it's not just about actions, it's also about mindset, about energy, about emotions, and making sure those are all clear and aligned, because that's aligned actions. When you are operating from the highest and most conscious place possible, mentally, emotionally, energetically, spiritually. And when all 4 of those bodies, all 4 of those aspects are aligned, that's where there's more ease and flow in your actions. So, here are some other questions to reflect on. How do you need to feel to achieve those goals? How do you need to think to achieve those goals? Who do you need to be around? What resources do you need to achieve those goals? What support falls under that as well? What support do you need to achieve those goals? Here's a big one. Who or what needs to be eliminated in order to achieve those goals? What are you willing to let go of in order to achieve those goals? This all falls under what needs to happen to get to your end goal. So do you see how there's so many things involved? It's not just about taking action steps, or taking a marketing class, hiring a coach, reading a book, listening to podcasts. Yes, do all of those things, but it's not just about action. And that's where people get out of alignment, get burnt out, because they're not looking at the other aspects of themselves, energetically, what's going on, spiritually, what's going on, and mindset wise. the blocks and limitations that we hold in all of those different areas. And that's why actions can feel forced, it could feel draining, and not as effective. But when you are acting from an aligned space of operating from the highest mindset, the highest energy being of who you are, and resolved emotions, it's easier to then move forward with those actions. So I'll repeat some of these. What needs to happen to get there? So, what action steps do you need to take to achieve your goals? How do you need to feel? How do you need to think? Who needs to be around you? Who or what needs to be eliminated? What are you willing to let go of? And really, the question is, what do you need to let go of? What is no longer serving you that's blocking you from achieving these goals? And are you willing to let that go? So that all falls under question number 2. And you'll see here as you write it out, these are your action steps. This is your blueprint to arrive at your end goal, the outcome of December 31st of where you want to be. You have it all laid out in front of you. Now you choose. What are you going to follow through with? Question number 3. I hope this is resonating. Please let me know in the comments on YouTube, on Instagram. Screenshot this. Let me know how this resonates. Question number 3. It's my favorite. Who do you need to become? Who do you need to become? As I alluded to before, it's not about the end goal, about finding the partner, finding a new job, earning X amount of dollars. It's about you stepping into the next version of you, the highest version of you. And really, ultimately, all we all ever want is just to feel better. We think we'll be happier, freer, lighter in achieving X goal. So, who do you need to become in order to achieve your goal? When you plug into that answer and start leading from that place, you will find effortless creation. Things will flow. People, resources, and opportunities will quote unquote fall into your lap. And those sayings make me laugh because nothing is by coincidence. It's all just responding to your energetic output. So if you know me, and when I talk about this in my group coaching program, it's all about energetic alignment. Clearing out all of the gunk and start operating from your core vibrational frequency. The core vibrational frequency is the truth of who you really are. You are more an energy being than you are a physical being. And I read somewhere the other day, we are 80% energy and 20% physical. So when you start operating from that 80% energetic being of you, the core true vibration of you, of love, of light, of expansion, of the infinite being of you, what is possible when you start operating from that place? So who do you need to be to achieve your goal? You need to start being that now. So to start understanding who do you need to be is, how do you think you will feel when you achieve that goal? How will you show up? How do you think you're going to show up when you achieve that goal? More joyful, more relaxed, more carefree, feeling free, happy? Well, that's who you need to be now in order to get quote unquote there. You need to connect to that here now, in there, and I'm pointing to my stomach. You need to connect to that in here now in order to get there later, there, that physical desired outcome response at the end. So those are my 3 questions for you. So I'll recap here. Where do you want to be by the end of 2021? Number 2, what needs to happen to get there? and you need to take a look at the action steps that it requires to get there, taking the courses, hiring a coach, um, taking, up leveling your skills in the area. How do you need to feel? What emotional work do you need to do? What do you need to clear? How do you need to think? So, what are the beliefs? What are the mindsets that you need to adapt and grow into? Who do you need to be around? What are the resources? What is the support you need? What environment do you need to be around? Because often people are around environments and people that don't serve their highest. It actually brings them down vibrationally. And who or what do you need to eliminate? What do you need to let go of? And are you willing to let go of that? And finally, who do you need to become? Start becoming that now, be that now, and that is effortless creation. I really hope you enjoyed our one-on-one session. I want to hear from you. Please send me a message, a comment. Please leave a review, screenshot to share this with others, and tag me on Goddess of Wisdom Coach on Instagram and Facebook. And have this all written out and have this paper in front of you. Refer to this. And when you don't know what to do next, I find the most important step to get there is, again, to become it here. Who do you need to become? I find that's the most important question. Do you need to become love, light, joy? I mean, you're already all those things, but you need to plug into that and embody it and start leading from that place. So I really hope you enjoyed this. Please let me know how this resonated with you. And I just want to remind you that our waitlist is currently open for our next cohort for Live Your Impossible group coaching program. This is a 6-month coaching program where courageous souls make their dreams a tangible reality. We clear, heal, and transmute blocks on every level, on the mental, emotional, spiritual, and energetic level, that those blocks that are blocking you from connecting and operating from the truth of who you are, your core vibrational frequency. And when you do, that's when you start creating with more ease and complete flow. I've seen it happen for my private clients, for myself. So these are tools and techniques that I'm teaching in a group capacity, and the women are not even halfway through the program, and the changes are incredible. It's a lot of internal changes as we're halfway through here. Well, not even halfway through. It just feels like I've known them forever. But the changes are incredible what's happening, and even the physical external manifestations are showing up. But it's incredible what's happening and changing in their personal lives, in their marriage, with their moms, their business, their money. And so I want to support you with that. And this is only for an intimate group of courageous souls who are ready to do the deep shadow work and step into their light. So if this is something you are ready for and you truly want to become the next version, expanded infinite being that you truly are for 2021, then go ahead to our site, goddessofwisdom.ca, or email us at info@goddessofwisdom.ca to be added to our waitlist for our next cohort and receive a discount of $111 on your registration. I didn't do this before, but I'm offering it for the next group. So email us at info@goddessofwisdom.ca. And that's it for today. Sending so much love and light to you.